Good afternoon, everyone. We're gonna do something different today. Normally, yes, we do Tag Tuesday, but I'm trying to get some scraps gone. So I do these master boards and I stamp on them. I had started one, and actually I was doing a video of it and realized I never swiped up to start recording it. So this is kind of what, when you cut them out, they look like. You can do it two ways. Sometimes I tear and sometimes I fussy cut them. So we're going to build a couple small master boards. This is one I did on camera, but of course it didn't get recorded. So let's try it. Now I'm doing something a bit different that I haven't done before. And I've only grabbed two small pieces, only because to collage a full master board on video takes so much time. And so we're going to try something, and I'm going to, a lot of times when I do those master boards, you'll see that I use a lot of more neutral colors and something with not a lot of print on it. I'm going to try something, and it's something I've actually, the lady pre-ordered it. I just forgot to grab scissors. Sorry, everyone. I'm just going to grab my scissors. I don't know where I put my little dabber. It's right in front. Oh, there it is. It is right in front of my eyes, technically. And my glue stick. The most important things I need. The one most important thing is my glue stick, because I can't do anything without the glue stick. Ooh. And here I go fighting this darn chair again. I just constantly fall out of it. Now with this, you could use this long strip easily. And in this case, I wouldn't put it right along here. I'm going to, oh, there's some white on there. I need to get that little garbage can out. Oh, it's very muggy today. We are having extreme humidity weather and like thunderstorms, but right now it kind of did a little bit of a thunderstorm, and now it's just kind of sitting over us and not doing anything, which then skyrocket takes the humidity way up high. I'm trying something different. I'm going to use neutral and colors in this, and that one I kind of put right in the middle. So then I just pull out papers I have. Ooh, I prefer to use, and I have both plain and different scraps like that. So I'm going to go ahead, put that there. If you want to, you could, I don't, you know, I can't think of the word right now. It just totally left my head. It's probably because I just ate some delicious food and my brain is slowed down now. See, I even pulled this one out because I thought it would be pretty in there, but I'm not going to use it with this one. And then I do have, and I try to find a variety of different colors too, because that's kind of makes it more interesting as well as not just using I do both ways here. Sometimes I just glue right on. It just all depends. And yes, I will use some book page and some music page, but I try to find, or even some with some print on it. If it's faded in the background and it's not really strong, I will try to use that. But sometimes a really bold print can take away. I try to find like pieces like this where there's just a little bit of and sometimes what I'll do is, where do I want to put this? And you do want it to overlap some when doing this. It just, the effect of it later does help. Sometimes when you're collaging, you think, oh, what am I doing? What am I thinking? But in the end, it will turn out. And in this one, I could even put pinks, but I'm sticking mainly to purple just because because I'm trying something, and this is going to be, she already paid, she's purchasing it, so. And yes, I will be selling them. I even have some of this with some flex in it, so I'll probably put some of it, but I want to get some other, I need some music paper. Pull this out. Oh. I want to be able to end up putting that here. Yes, and sometimes I wish that I put the, but I can still put another little piece of floral there. And I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to break it up with a little piece of floral somewhere. And again, you can randomly, I have all these strips from labels I make, so I'm trying to use these up because I've got a lot of them. So this might be, and I try not to do it because I have a habit of trying to do everything up and down. And sometimes what I'll do is, yes, I'll play with laying it, because for instance in here I might want to put a little plain background piece because you're not going to see all of it, and and I don't want to lose too much of that, so I'll probably put that there. I'll pull out another little piece and put it along here because I can. So this one is the one I want to lay down first. And in this one, I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to punch on it because it is an order that I'm working on. So the only thing I want to do is I got a little bit of a black line in there from where one of the labels were. So how am I going to do this? I think I want it more like this. So I don't need to waste a lot of that paper. Okay. And in this case, I'm not going to fully glue down this purple because I may want to lift it after. I may not want, may want to put something underneath it. So I'm leaving it kind of not all the way glued. I don't know why I'm talking so low. It's because they're upstairs. Jacob and his mom, he goes to his mom's, went to his mom's for the morning. And then they both came back and she brought us a delicious lunch. We had lunch all together. And now she's kind of resting on the couch while Jacob plays his game. And I'm down here and his father went back to work. Ouch, my hand's itching. I should have put some, and this is the first time I'm doing so much floral on one because I'm trying something new. Normally I do more neutral, very neutral. And so I'm trying this. I don't know how it'll turn out, but we're about to find out together. Let's just put it that way. So that's why I'm also doing it on a small surface too, because, so I think I'm going to be putting that there. So I'm going to go ahead before I put that down and glue the rest of that on. And now where's that? Because I'm going to put this here. There we go. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because I'll use that small piece in another place. So sometimes this underneath, a lot of it'll get, you won't see a lot of it. And I'm doing that again here. Did this already stick too dry already? Yeah, it did. Oh, maybe enough to get it in there. Good, good, good. Because, again, it's sometimes when I'm thinking about how I'm going to do something. Okay, let's glue that on. Now in this, I might take, and it might feel weird that I put something just in the middle like this, but when I do what I'm going to do, it'll make more sense because it's a lot of one color and I kind of want, so I'm just doing that there. Okay, let's get some more. Again, let's put this under here. Not gonna end up, and see, sometimes when I get that white, that's when I'll just go in with a little bit of my edger. And not a lot. I'm just doing it around the other side so it doesn't look funny. And I'm putting that there. Oops. Oops. It's got a little glue on the side and it's sticking to me. And you know, play with your angles because you don't always want everything all the same way. That's what I try to tell myself here. This is a really new way for me to do it, so we're going to see if this works out for me or not. In this case, I just want a tiny piece of purple, just to break up some of that color there. I think right along here. Don't know how it'll work because you never know sometimes till you start stamping. Never know. Oops. That up there. This here. You really kind of want it very, very collaged. And you probably think, oh, why did you leave such a big gap? Because I'm bringing in, I have some of these skinny, skinny pieces. Glue there. There we go. This glue is, it's strong. It just takes a little bit longer to dry, which is nice sometimes because if you're changing things up, it works perfectly. So I'm really curious how this, I hope I'm in camera. I'm trying to find, I should have peeked on that first. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's good. It's in good. I learned how to turn on my flash at the same time as I'm filming because like right now down here it's really dark because of the weather outside. The weather outside is frightful. Why a Christmas song popped into my head, I'll never know, but it did. And if you want to ink the edges, you can do that if you want to. I'm not worrying about it because when I go to stamp and cut the image itself, I'll ink. So I don't want too much image. Now here, I'm going to put that. And you will get little pieces sometimes. Well, I don't know about you, but I always get little pieces sometimes. That's an easy fix. I'm just doing this so I can have this piece. Play around with your papers, your different. This is definitely a good way to use up those small scraps. Definitely. So pull out your scraps, especially the small ones, and that's what I would say. Grab your small ones first, and then go from there. This one might be too dark, so I'm putting it to the side just in case. It's going to be a little bit of a tester, but I think it'll still be fine. I think it will be just fine. Maybe we'll put it here, right along there. But then we need something in here. Yes, I get glue everywhere. I really need to, when I go to the, I gotta drop something off at one of the thrift stores today. And I'm hoping to pop in. We have a new thrift store. Yay! They're not my favorite. I don't normally go to Value Village. It is not my first choice in thrift stores. I prefer to go to smaller things. In Ontario, we have ones that are run by a church, where the money, all the money in it goes into missions and into like programs to help in, like I know when, like I know that they had a big one where they were helping with building the, I think it was water wells in Africa. So that month, all the sales went to send to that mission. And so I prefer to go there. There's no CEO. Yes, it is a church, and yes, churches can be big, but it happens to be, they're called mission stores. All the employees are volunteer. There's no paid employees in it. It's all volunteer, so that the money all goes back. It goes back into the community as well, with other different programs. I don't know if I should put more purple there. Maybe that won't be bad. Let's see. We'll try that. So that's, you know, with the like food banks and all different programs like that. I think the church itself, the mission church that do it, I think they have their own. Because I'm not from there, I can't. Well, I'm from there, but I haven't lived there in a long time, and a lot of these are new since I moved out of there. So, but that's where it goes. It doesn't have a big CEO making, you know, $200,000 or more or anything like that. And Value Village does, and so does the Mission Church is closer to what the Salvation Army is, these ones. And I do go to the Salvation Army. I know, I think the CEO, I don't know if, I have to double check that, because I did read up on it one time and saw the statistics. And the amount of money that goes back into the community with Salvation Army, and that is even bigger. Now I know that they do pay their employees, because that's one of the things they do. They provide jobs for different, you know, different types of people. Sometimes, look at that paper. Isn't that beautiful? And it does have some purple in it, so I'm just gonna, I made labels out of these. They're coming soon. As I said before, I lost almost everything. I want to show some of that. where do I want to put that? Maybe along here. I don't want to cover too much of that up. Maybe right there. Again, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I might have to just go to plain purples, but I thought I'd give this a whirl. So like, I don't have a problem, like, for profit. I don't have a problem with that. But when you're getting all that stuff, and the employees there make minimum wage, and yes, minimum wage has gone up, but even with the rise of our economy right now, minimum wage is still not where it should be. For especially here, and again, it depends on the area you live in, right? Some places cost of living is lower, less and less, as we all know. Like I know, like California and New York, their renting is like ours in Toronto, and even my hometown of Guelph, which when I lived there was a small city, and it's not so small anymore. I thought I had some more light purple. I do. Okay, I just want to pull out more of the purple, and I need maybe pull a piece of this out. But groceries, we all know that. Like I remember, me and Andre were talking about it because I help with the grocery shopping because I do the majority of the cooking, and so I do the grocery shopping so that I can best buy groceries that I need. And what we used to get, like I used to be able to grocery shop for all of us, and that was when Gab lived with us, for $120 to $130, and that was our groceries. Now sometimes, and I hardly buy it because I go to Costco and buy meat in bulk sometimes, but even sometimes it's just one or two meat, and we're like almost at the $200 mark. I mean, to buy fresh vegetables right now is crazy. I mean, strawberries for us in sometimes in the winter we weren't even buying fresh strawberries, and they're Jacob's favorite, because they were just this crazy price. And so like sometimes they were up to $7 for a small thing, and they weren't even nice looking strawberries. Things like that. I need something in that background before I put that purple. But I need something. Oh, this will be good. Like I said, I like to find different papers with different characteristics in them. That'll be perfect there. I don't need all of it, and watch me have ripped too much of it off. Nope, it'll be fine still. And so that, and rent, even in this town that we live in, St. Jerome, when we first moved here, you could probably find an apartment to rent, like a 1-bedroom apartment, for around $600, and now you're looking at $1,000, and we've only lived here for 4.5 years. So it's like it's crazy. And I know that some people, the cost of even, I want to lift that for a second, and I know that even people that are providing homes, things, and renting, it's gone up for them too. Electricity has become crazy. Heating a house has become crazy. So it doesn't make it always easy on them either. And I know that too. But it's getting bad. Like I've seen some rentals, like sometimes I'll just go look, just because I belong to a lot of groups when I was selling A-Block. And some of the places they were trying to rent out, like they were death traps. And they were wanting, like this one place was a basement, but it was there was no, like here, if you have a legal basement, there has to be a route for them to be able to get out, right? Like I have, my bedroom window is big enough for me to get out. Even this one, I think I could, if I popped all the windows out, I could get out of it. It would be hard to get my big butt out through. That would be a sight. Oh, please, Lord, never let me have to do that. my big butt out through a window, Lord willing. But if I had to, and I'm sure in the time, you're not even thinking about it, you're just pulling yourself out. I could get out through that. And like if I opened it, also the cats can get up. I would have to put Boo Boo up because her big butt, she wouldn't be able to jump up. I have actually thought of putting a tree there, a cat tree there, so that she can bloop, 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 bloop. Because her sister can get up there and she gets jealous of her sister sometimes. Oh, finally, she has been begging for food all morning, driving me crazy. Trying to get some more bundles done for the sale I'm having in my group, Purple Heart Creations by Chrissy. I have $2 price points, $3 price points, and there's more coming. I'm making up things as I go. Again, I want to straighten that off. And you'll see me, and once I'm going to get some of the big pieces on and then go back and do some of the little pieces. Because I keep thinking, oh, I need a little piece here and a little piece. Oh, I was going to do it this way. And like angle it, guys, so that, you know, see, I left a little spot there. That works perfect if you have something really, I want a really, really light piece there. I chopped it small, but I made it a color so it, and sometimes those little pieces, you have to make sure you put a good, this is why sometimes my fingers get so sticky. That's how I sometimes do those little pieces. Just because that was sitting there, so I thought I'd use it up. What else do I have in? It's got some nice, this is nice and light, so this will work nicely in places. I'm just going to take off that white. I'm not going to put that full thing down, but just take the white off, and then when I use it again, okay. I just call these my shabby scrap boards, master boards. And I do several different types of these. Like, I'll show you one that I started cutting out. And I got to finish it up. So, and I do different things with these were to make some buttons that I wanted to use in a cluster. Oh, I really need a better chair. This is really starting to hurts my knees. It hurts my back. It leans forward like that, so I'm always sliding out of it. Oh, geez. One little piece is stuck. Oh, here. Let's do this. This might help me clean my hands a little. These are face wipes, and they bothered my skin, so now my face. So now I use them to clean up my fingers. Okay, let's get going here, Christina. Too much chit-chatting. Too much chit-chatting, and let's throw that in there. There we go. Sometimes I watch ladies how quickly they can throw it down. Woof! They can throw it down. Ooh! I wished I was that good. Like that. There goes my, here I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get 2 master boards done. No problem. Well, Well, I'm not so sure about that. I got too much white on that because it tore it quickly. I do that sometimes just so I can see if I need to cover a hole. I thought I had a hole there and I didn't. So, see, this is where I keep those, because those will be good to put somewhere along here. I'm just going to throw a little color in here. I do that also when I go to stamp, so that I'm stamping more on the board than I am off the... I can see where I need some glue here. Sometimes you'll see those little pieces sticking out. I have corner problem. And everything I do, tags, journal cards, I have corner problems. Let's finish up this hole down here. Let's start trying to fill up. I keep jumping all over the board. Let's throw in a piece of color here. I want to trim that up. I don't know how big I want it. I think that's perfect. Now here's my question, because I get glue on here, but I find when I go and do this, it makes it more sticky sometimes, so it doesn't actually clean up the glue unless I take it upstairs. And see, it's like slimy now. It didn't actually, I don't even think I have a paper. Normally I keep a paper towel close by. I didn't this time. What I'll do, something I'm not worried that gets mucky on the back. Do that for now, because I ruined that side. So I make the paper and I made a big boo-boo. You know, I don't have a lot of music in this. Yes, I'm going to lose some of that, but I want it like that. I need a little music somewhere, but I think that'll be too much music. Maybe here, maybe there. I'm not sure if I want that much music, and that can be easily, if I decide later, let's do it like that so we cover up along there. So I don't have a lot of music on. Maybe I need to pull out some of this white. Put that back under there. That piece is too big for there. Let's do it like this. I'll make another area gluey. Okay, I told myself I would stay in that bottom part, but I didn't, did I? Again, my desk is a mess, and it's starting to show on my desk. Oh, there goes the lights. I keep worrying I'm going to lose. Our lights flicker so much when it's storming. In the summer, we lost the power twice and for long periods of time. The other day I didn't have power, but that was because they were doing work in the area. And I don't want a lot of glue. I don't want a lot of the other stuff covered, so I'm going to glue that like that. And I just want it here, I think, is where I want it. Yep, and then we'll just go like this. There. Okay, let's go over here. Maybe put a piece of this along here. Sometimes I'll glue this strip and just put it in places, like I'm doing here. And just where did it go? Here. Just a big glue mess. Really have to start listening to myself and get a book. Really do. I don't know why I did that. I should just use the other side. Getting there. We're getting there, guys. Slowly, but we are. This is sometimes where I pull in, take a little bit of, just to add a little bit of contrast, but I don't want a lot of it because it doesn't hide well. You see a lot of it, but I need something interesting in places. So we'll throw that there. Same here. Did I cut that wide enough? Yeah. But I'm not putting that whole thing there. I'm just putting some of, well, actually, maybe we will put that whole thing there. Just to add some interest in there. Same here. We might stick some of this right along there. Like I said, you can go back and add, if you need to add something to make it kind of pop a little bit more in some places, you can do that. I'm going to put a tip of this here. And yes, you do a lot of overlaying. It does become really strong, so even if you want to just glue 2 book pages together, I just happen to have this. I could have used it for something else, but I just grabbed it because it was a small piece. I should have kept it to use it in tags, but hey, it is what it is. It is going in my store, so, well, it's already sold. Shh. Jacob? Gab? Breathe, Jacob. Deep breaths. I know it gets exciting. trying to see what I have left. I think I've only got this. Guys, I do have my video on taping. He tries to apologize to her, and she doesn't accept it very well. It's summer, and that will happen here more often. Yesterday I had to babysit out of the blue, so that's why I didn't get my video up yesterday. I was supposed to do Merry Monday, and I couldn't because I ended up having to babysit at the last minute. So that will happen through the summer sometimes. That's just the way it is. That's just the way the little ball bounces sometimes. Oh, there's a fly down here. Get it later. But it's buzzing around my head and it's driving me crazy. Okay. Trying to get this done so I can show you what I'm going to do. I should check how much time we have left, guys, because I think it feels like it should be close to that time. Oh, my stomach just did a growl. I had onion rings, that's why. Urgh. I love onion rings, but sometimes they don't always love me back. And today Jacob had his first taste of onion rings. I think I covered it all, guys. I think I did. But I'm going in a weird place. I know this seems strange to cut a little piece, but sometimes you want to go in and just throw some little I think we're good, guys. I think we'll try it like this. I think I got all the holes. This is going to be really stuck to that. Ooh. All the scraps, garbage scraps here. And I pulled all the colors out because if this turns out really well, I'm going to make lots of these. I'm going to step up and look at the time, guys, just so I see what we're working with still, time-wise. Oh, we're at 43. We're getting close. So we better get to it. Better get to it. Did I leave everything close by? I thought I did. Oh, that was what I was looking for earlier and couldn't find it. Oh, there it is. I'm pulling out my thing of stamps. I was using it the other day and I didn't put it back on the table. Okay, first one I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this one, and I keep these pretty neutral. I could do a purple outline, but the problem with my purple is it blops a lot, and it is a good, I need to give these all a soapy wash. Someone told me if you soapy wash them, it helps. So what I'm going to do is we're going to test this out. Let's see how this works. I'm going to grab my, oh, there's my purple here. I just want to test. Some of it might not work out, and that's okay. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to try not to put too much purple on it. I think we're going to come in like this. See what happens. The purple will definitely have to dry. I wished I had a light purple. I'm going to just dab that really, really gentle. See how that works. I think I want some of that purple in there. Oh, didn't. See, that didn't work. So we can already tell that I'm going to cut that off so that I don't get the ink all over my hands. Oh, so sad. I'm not going to do much in purple to stamp because I think I want to see how it looks when it's dry. But at least I tried one. There I go, sliding out of my chair. My legs get so tired trying to hold myself up. Where's my other rose? Did I actually put it away? Sometimes I put it away, sometimes I don't. I didn't, but where is it? Oh no. Oh no. That means it's lost on the mess of the desk. The mess of the desk. I was sure I put it just right here because I was going to use it. Ooh! Well, we'll use the little one for a second. It was right here, guys. Ugh. Normally I always put my stamps, but I was going to do some more stamping, so I didn't. Okay, now I'm really upset because that rose stamp is my favorite stamp. And I just hope, let me throw these scraps somewhere for now. I hope I didn't, I had so much stuff I was putting on this desk yesterday when I was trying to prepare the bundles. Hopefully I didn't knock it flying somewhere. Oh, here it is. Just needed to move some junk around. And I gotta pull out some more. But I'm not gonna pull out, I'm gonna pull out some more of my different flowers that look in my box. But for now I want to cut a couple of these out to show you. Get that brown enough. I want to put one of these roses right in the midst of the color here. Okay, let's cut out a couple of them and see before we're out of time. I love doing these. I can sit and do this for a very long time. Where's my fussy cut scissors? Oh, great, Christina. Where did you put them? I was using them earlier. Yep, there they are. I'm getting to I'm fussy cutting these little bundles of butterflies. I've got one done so far. I'm doing more, and they're $2. That does not include shipping, and you can find that at Purple Hearts Creation by Chrissy, and I will have that link below. And see this here, I won't waste that little spot. That's where these nice little flowers, they really do come in handy, because you just stick them in there and you don't waste that little space. Especially when I'm like fussy cutting them out, and like I'm not gonna completely fussy cut these out, but I'm going to cut pretty close because I don't like to waste any inch of the paper if possible. So let's go in and take these. This one I have to be really careful because I put it really close. I should have my glasses down. Hopefully we don't shut off before I get a couple of these cut off. These are great in clusters. I love using them in clusters. Can be put on a little tag. It could put, if you're doing a pocket, you need a little decoration in a pocket. They're great. I love them. I love making them. Gotta enjoy fussy cutting though. There's one. Isn't that cute? Now let's try, I'll take one of the big ones. And I'm going to be putting these in packages as well, and I'm going to do some other colors. I just have an order. I showed them the master board, and I was thinking of putting them in packages. And when she placed her order for my other sale items, she asked she would like some of this done, the fussy cut flowers. But she didn't ask for purple, but I know her, she's a good customer and a friend, and we're in the same group together, in a really amazing group. And she said, I want one of those packages of those masterboard flowers. And I said, well, I'll do some in purple for you, because I knew I wanted to do a video with this. And so that's why I started with the purple. And because this is newer, it took me a little bit longer, because I normally don't use flora. I just use line paper, a little bit of music, blank paper, like purple, neutrals and purples and pinks. The other one has some green in it. Ooh, you got to be ready, because this does hurt the hands. So if you don't have strong hands, because they get, like I say, they're gonna kind of, well, he says it's an easy fix. There we go. There's one of those flowers. I have a big one that I wanted to do one with, but I can't find that. He gets excited playing his game. He's just a boy who loves his video games, and he gets excited. I just want to see if I can quickly, I hope that I have enough time. Please, please. Oh no, we shut off. Oh no, we didn't. Sorry guys, we have 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I thought you guys shut off. That does happen. So I apologize if I disappear while finishing this up. This is a way I tried to store my stamps, but I don't like it. And I think I'm going to invest in another way of storing them. Oh, this is the one I want. Oh, see, because when I put them all the way to the bottom, they're hard to get out. I'll maybe end up using this one. So I'll pull those out, because those are definitely ones I'll use later to make my bundles up, because I'll probably continue this. So let's quickly do this before it shuts off. This is my favorite flower, and these do come out beautiful. Let me cover that glue up before it gets too hard. The other day I left it out overnight uncapped, and I had to take a knife and kind of cut off the top, because I'm going to put, I don't normally do oh, well, we can put it right here, smack dab in the middle there. Let's see how this turns out. Maybe we'll have enough time to fussy cut this out before that clock shuts off. Oh, I hope. I'll do a little bit quick. Sorry, I went quiet, guys. It's because I'm concentrating to do it quickly. As quickly as possible. I'll fussy cut the rest of it later, but you'll get a good idea how this is going to look. So you'll see it's got all that color in it. So I think they're really neat looking. So that just a quick to let people know here. Quickly, I do have a sale going on. I have these bundles at $5, and there's close to 100, at least 100 pieces, if maybe, or close to 100 pieces. I lost count. I have these mason jars. I have these vintage frames at $3 each. And then I have these different bundles, because my camera's at $2, and the same with my labels I make. And they can be found at Purple Heart Creations. There's more going up. I'm making some homemade buttons. I have paper packs up. And I'm going to have some other stuff. The sale's going to probably go for a couple of days because it takes time to make up the bundles. I'm making the butterfly bundles up and these bundles up this afternoon. So I'll hopefully have some of those. If you like these and you say, look, I want a bundle of the flowers, you can say I prefer them done in a certain color. And if I have that paper, I'll let you know yes or no. Thank you for joining me today. And you have a wonderful afternoon. And, oh, we have 3 minutes. Okay, since we have 2 minutes, let me just show you some of the other ones I made in more neutral. So, and I do them different ways. See, that's one of the flowers. And you can see they're pretty cool looking. I really like how they turn out. I think I'm going to try the flowers in the black with the rest of that master board. I do little bingo ones. I think that looks really neat. I do the world map one. And I've got some new stamps. I want to try the birds. Look really cool. That's a butterfly. And I tear around it also. I fussy cut and tear. This is just like a stamp one. And I think it's got a really nice contrast to them. I gotta find where that stamp is. I want to use that one next. So that's just an idea of how neat they turn out. I love, this is my favorite flower stamp I have. I wished I had this, but in a bigger one as well as the little one. Here's another one of those little ones. They're great to add into a collage on a page. They're really a butterfly with some colors in it. So that is just a few of what I do with these. And as you can see, I enjoy making them. And then I also tear around them too. So just, let me see. So there's different ways of doing that. All right, I love this butterfly. I have to pull that out and use it. Okay, all right, thank you once again. Oh, that should be on that side. Now I gotta get all the little pieces up. But they're fun to make. Oh, like this is just a Post-it stamp that I have, and I put it had book page, and I think it adds a uniqueness than just the plain paper all the time. All right, have a wonderful afternoon.